Alaikum salam. Good evening.
Okay, then let's continue with today's class. So, continuing this, let me know, do you have any question regarding the previous lecture?
No questions.
Today we will understand the evolution of computing and technology, and we will discuss the transferable skills that basically we learn from personal computing, and also we will interpret a problem and find an appropriate digital solution. So, first of all, we need to understand the command verbs. We have explain and interpret here. Explain means to make something clear to someone by describing or revealing relevant information in more detail. So it must be something that will be explaining the question with proper details. And interpret means to explain the meaning of something. So here we will explain the meaning of problem solving through digital means and how we can solve the problems with the help of digital technologies. So let's start with the transferable skills. The computer sciences provides opportunities for students to develop and demonstrate a wide range of skill, knowledge, understanding, and other attributes in a range of areas. So when we talk about the computer sciences or computing skills, these sciences basically gives us a lot of you can say that opportunities to grow our knowledge, skill, understanding of anything, or all the other components that can affect our productivity in a very wider range. So the transferable skills are exactly what they sound like, basically the skills that you use in every job. For example, if you are a computing agent and you have the skills that you can use for some other kind of jobs as well. So these kind of skills are called transferable skills. No matter the title or field, some transferable skills are hard skills like the coding, data analysis, and other technical skills. When we talk about the technical skills, they are basically more likely to be considered in their own range, but still we can use in some other jobs as well. And some of the soft skills like the communication and relationship building. And when you have good communication in computing fields, you can also be a very good communicator in all the other fields, just like the banking one or finance one or all the other departments job will also be having the same skills. So the skills that we can use in any other job that you are doing, um, uh, unlikely to be the ones who are already the more technical skills that are only related to their own department. So I hope the transferable skills is clear. It will be more clear after using some of the examples. So the communication, whenever we talk about the transferable skills in general, these are basically the skills just like you communicate effectively in writing and verbally. So these communication skills are the transferable skills. Work as a member of interdisciplinary team, and definitely this team is basically more likely to be the management team, and you can be a person who is working as a manager in any department. Manage resource and time, learn independently in familiar and unfamiliar situations, open-mindedness, and in the spirit of critical inquiry. So basically, this is something that is related to critical thinking, where you can use this skill in all the business types and all the digital or non-digital jobs. Then learn effectively for the purpose of continuing professional development and in a wider context throughout this career. How you can do this? Let's discuss multiple kind of skills that we can use in to make the career more strong. So the first skill that we can use here is the problem solving skill. And the problem solving skill help you not only identify that there is a problem, they always helps you to identify what's causing the problem and find a way to implement a solution. So the problem solver who is having this skill, a person who is having the problem solving skill will definitely be the one who is the most demanding person in each organization and definitely in each department. So if you have this skill is transferable skill. Employers appreciate it when an employee identifies bottlenecks or inefficiencies in a process or procedure. However, they are even more appreciative when staff also offer solution to those issues. So, if you have this skill and you are identifying the bottlenecks properly and giving them the solutions, then definitely you will be the one who is going to have more opportunities from the organization. Then the second skill is analytical reasoning, and this reasoning in some ways part of your problem solving skill, taking the larger problem and breaking it down into the smaller problems to identify a solution. So this is something you can say that it's basically related to problem solving skill, but what it do actually is it basically break down the problem into smaller particles and then identify a solution. Put another way, employers want staff who can find logical solutions to the company's problem. Then the next skill is the project management skill. It helps you to manage tasks from start to finish. You make sure everything stays on time and also adjust the timeline when things are not going as planned. Employers want people who can not only see a task through, but who can visualize what needs to happen on a project from start to finish. So if you are the one who is not having the technical skill, just like the coding or the all the other development skills, but you are having good skills of management, like you know how the task needs to be started and how it needs to be finished and what are the outcomes of the task and what they need to achieve at any cost. So you could be the good project manager. Employers want people who basically not only do the task but also visualize what needs to happen in it. So this transferable skill help ensure that deadlines are met and projects are completed efficiently and effectively. So the next skill is critical thinking. We have talked about it. The critical thinking is basically similar to the problem solving and analytical reasoning. This is the evaluation and interpretation of information to make a judgment, come to a conclusion, or choose a course of action. So when you have some problem and with the help of analytical reasoning, you have break down the problem into smaller particles and then you have make a solution for that problem. Now you have got a conclusion. Then you will choose a course of actions, like how you will do this process to achieve the outcomes that you have basically finalized. It's more than reading something and saying, well, it must be true. It's looking at the evidence and evaluating it to help decide if the information is more opinion than fact before using it to back up a decision. So before making any kind of decision on the basis of problem solving and analytical reasoning, critical thinking let us think again on the solution that we are going to use, and we will finally decide after doing a proper evaluation of the solution, and then we will find out if the this solution is going to work for us or not. Do we need to change it or make some changes to it, or it will work the same way like it is doing? So Zainab, it's clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, so the next skill is the leadership. Leadership skills are not only your ability to supervise and manage a team. Leadership skills also include your ability to take the lead on a project and get a team to follow through and accomplish shared goals. Leadership encompasses many additional transferable skills like the communication, problem solving, and relationship building. So this is something that is related to a strong, I must say, it's a strong relationship between the team, and the leaders are the one who create this relationship, and also it makes them achieve their outcomes in a good way, like the efficiency of their work increase when a good leader lead the team. Then the next skill is adaptability. As you work in a role, you may discover that you need to adjust due dates, workflow, or even how you approach your job. In some cases, you may need to learn new skills to help get the job done. Pivots after happen in business, whether it's a strategy or a product line. Demonstrating that you can adapt to change shows that you are able to go with the flow while maintaining a positive attitude and getting your work done. So this skill is somehow related to the personal, basically your personal abilities. Like if you are the one who is working in an organization and who is not prone to learning new things, then you may face multiple problems in this career, because when you are working in any kind of organization, organizations do want to flourish their business, and if you are the one who is becoming the trouble for them, they will not gonna support you. So what you need to do is you need to stay up to date in your skills, in your working right areas, and you need to adapt the changes whatever they are going to allow you to do. And the positive attitude towards your work and towards any change that is basically expected from your side to be adapted is the thing that will help you to grow in your career. Then the next skill is the teamwork. Teamwork means working together as a group to achieve a common goal, but being on the team and part of the team are two separate things. Employers don't want employees who show up but don't help the team accomplish its goal. They want team players, people who make positive contribution to the group to help it succeed. There are people who are working in a team, but they only are they're only concerned about their own growth. They want to do the task that is assigned to them at any cost, but they are not interested in helping other team members uh, or the overall goal that is for the whole team. They are only concerned about their own working right areas, and this thing is not a good, basically good gesture for the organization. And also, organizations don't like such kind of employees who are not helping their team members to accomplish their goals. Then the next skill is the communication skill. So, a transferable skill in any setting, you will communicate in almost every job. Your communication skills are your ability to share ideas and information in a clear and concise manner, leaving no room for misunderstandings. You need the ability to communicate effectively and efficiently so that whomever you are communicating with understands your message. So, a good communicator is the one who always wins the race. I must believe that, because most of the times the people who are good at communication are the ones who won the jobs at the maximum rate. Either their skills are not the technical skills basically are not at that level, that is basically the need of the organization, but still good communicators can grab the opportunities in a more concise way. Then writing. Writing is, of course, a communication method. While writing may not be the primary task of every job, given the nature of modern businesses, writing skills have become an essential element for of most careers. Employees with effective written communication skills can convey messages and information clearly despite the lack of visual cues. So, if you are having good writing communication skills, then you can do maximum of things in your job career. And if your job is not related to the writing purposes, still you have the good writing skill. You can use it in multiple ways to grab the attention of the management, or to get the more opportunities from them. So these were the skills that we can consider as transferable skills. However, there are multiple other skills as well that you can get from the online resources. Just let me know if there is any question from your side for these transferable skills.
No, there are questions.
So the next question that we have is the interpret a problem and find an appropriate digital solution. So here is a quote. If you have got internet access or a smartphone, you have got the world at your fingertips. And I believe this quote 100%, because this is the thing that you can say. Everything is at your fingertips when you have access to the internet and your mobile phone. because there is every kind like the if you are talking about the information, if you are talking about any transactions, if you are talking about any entertainment media or any game playing or any other thing, any problem that you may face in the real world, if you have the mobile phone and internet access, now you can find a better solution to that problem in a digital means. So technology is an immensely powerful thing. Anyone who owns a computer, tablet, or smartphone has literally an entire world of information at their fingertips. Our devices are great for entertainment, of course, but they can be used for so much more than that. Entertainment is not a full stop, but it's one of the components. However, there are a lot more things um, other than that. Here is how to solve any problem, number of problems using your digital skills at home or at work. So the first thing is how to get the information that you need. So if you have the internet, you know how you can get that information that you want. So for most of the problems and queries, it's best to start with a search engine like Google or DuckDuckGo or any other search engine that you want to go with. What you need to do is you need to type in a question or a search term, a phrase, or maybe a few words that can basically describe what you are looking for. Don't worry about the typing in full sentences or using the perfect grammar. Search engines are really clever and will put out the most important words like the keywords from your search terms. So what you need to do is you need to just type in the question and it will understand it and interpret it and ultimately it will give you the results. It's best to be as specific as possible. It gives you the best chance to finding the information you need quickly. Let's suppose you are searching for pizza. For example, it will bring back millions of unrelated results. Like if you are living in one country or one city or a specific area of that city and you are searching for pizza in all around the world or all around the country, then it will definitely give you a lot more than information than your need. So if your search is specific to the area, like the town or the area where you are living in, then it will give you the concise result in which it will give you all the pizza options that are basically in your region or in the range of your residence. So this way you what you can do is you can broaden your search, you can specify your search with the help of using specific keywords to get the most reliable results. So this is one of the things how to get the information from internet that you basically need. The second thing or the second problem solving thing that you can use is using chat facilities on websites to help you solve problems. There are multiple websites. In fact, almost all the websites now are having the chatbots available. And what you can do is what kind of problem you are facing, you can simply ask and you will get the results of that. Many companies and service providers have chat facilities on their website. This means you can talk to a real person in real time who will talk you through whatever problem you are having. I have used live chat functions for everything from a problem with my smartphone to a company billing me for services that I haven't ordered. So this is an example. If you have not ordered any service and the company is billing you for that particular service, what you can do is your mobile phone provider, your gas and electricity company, your bank and your internet hosting company probably all have live chats available on their websites. So in some places, you can even get medical and legal advice through chat systems, but for serious concern, you should never use these as a substitute for speaking to a professional in person. So there are multiple facilities that you can get through the chatbots that are available at the websites. If you have any kind of query, you can simply ask away and they will resolve your issue. You don't need to move to the place. You can get the instructions by staying at your home or at your any comfort zone that from where you want to ask, and you will be totally satisfied with the results of this activity. Then the third thing is the lower administration cost. and how it's basically the part of problem solving things. Companies administrations have often been a costly but essential business function, and unfortunately one that is difficult to efficiently scale. This is the, one area where technology has had an enormous impact. So there are multiple processes that are basically that were done through paper processes in um, paper processes in previous times, and now everything is done digitally, from signing contracts to filling the expenses to managing invoices. Lots of time, these things are time consuming tasks, can now be automated. So this way, where you are not relying on the paper processes, everything is done digitally. You are making the records easily, and you don't need to do a lot of use a lot of resources to manage the paper processes. Everything is automated now, and it definitely reduces the cost as well. Then what are the processes that are automated? Basically, automate your financial processes. PayPal, for example, has plenty of automated functionality to make your admin life easier. So all the financial processes could be done with the PayPal, and it will manage everything for you. You don't need to worry about anything. Everything is managed there, and you just need to do the transactions. Either you want to send or receive the money, it will be tracking it, and everything will be based on the reports, and everything will be working fine for you. Then manage your work stack. Solutions like Trello make it easy to keep an eye on what you have in flight and what you have coming up. So you can see whatever you have done, and basically with the help of these solutions, what you can do is you can monitor your work, either the tasks that you are assigned with are done or not, and what kind of work you need to do for them, or how you can manage them properly. Then you can streamline your accounting services, the FreshBooks, the QuickBooks, Seg50. There are literally hundreds of software solutions to make it easier to pay your suppliers, your employees, and yourself. And with the help of these things, you can make your accounts. You can easily basically manage your stuff, and every transaction will be recorded in it. And ultimately, you will get the better results with the automation services rather than having the paper processes and paper-based accounts. There were a lot of human errors in those processes, and also it was very difficult for other people to understand it. Now the use of digital means make it really easier for us to understand the process and work in a better way. Then we have the remote working. Remote working is basically a solution to our problems that people were facing in the previous times, when there were times when people, due to any reason, if it's about health or any other reason, they were not able to move to the workplace. They were not basically doing their work from home, and ultimately they were losing the jobs, and also the companies were basically suffering on the work that was basically not done by the employees. So remote working only actually works when you have at least some technology in your corner. But in recent years, the dream of working from anywhere in the world has been more fully realized. So the integration of smartphones and various app integrations that come along with it, the improved distribution of speedy Wi-Fi, and the general improvement of various devices to talk to each other have all helped facilitate true remote workers. This doesn't even mention the expanding implementation of cloud technology and the declining cost of storage. So this is something that you can do, and it helps you to basically save the resources that if a person in person joins the organization and do the work from your workplace, then there are definitely resources that he or she may be utilizing, and you need to compensate on them. And if the person is working from their own home or the own comfort zone, then definitely you can save your resources. So remote working can also be a good solution to the problem that people were facing in the previous time when the work was also disturbed and the people were not doing anything properly. So these were the solution to the problems that we may face during the processes of digital era, but with the help of digital solutions, we can easily cope with such issues. So this is our today's objective, to understand the transferable skills and model problem solving techniques through digital means. Just let me know, is it achieved or not?
Yes.
Okay, we have these two questions in front of your screen. You can answer any one of your choice.
Teamwork, the first question.
Okay. Just try to explain something about teamwork, like how it's a transferable skill, if you can. Okay, do you have any question regarding the our today's lecture?
No questions.
Okay, so this is all for today's lecture. I will see you in the next class. Till then, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.